With FiddlerShop.com, and this is the Fishman Tonedeq. It's basically 4 boxes in one. Effects. There's effects, preamp, EQ, and a direct input box, or DI box if you're in the industry. And so basically I'm gonna kind of quickly walk you through the 4 things that we have. Over here on the left side we have reverb and delay, and there's basically 4 options to choose from. You can only pick one at a time, which I think is interesting. So you've got reverb, you can affect how much of it you want, or you got delay. And then once you can leave that on. I'm gonna leave it on reverb. Here, I'll play it for you. And then over here you've got chorus, flanger, yeah, whatever, and tremolo. I think these are built more for guitarists. I don't think they sound that great on violin, violoncello, any kind of bowed instrument. Tremolo, I'll shut off reverb. So it kind of just sounds like you're doing vibrato, but not actually using vibrato. Of course, you can adjust how much of that you want. That's basically none at all. So you can use the stomp box to turn those on and off. Phase is this little switch here. You can reverse the polarity. Basically, I'm not super technical and don't exactly know when you'd have to use it. I think it's if you were getting some like reverb or distortion or something, things were just kind of messing up. You can try reversing the polarity there. Moving onwards, there's a compressor, which is an interesting effect. Basically, compressor, when you turn it up, the more you turn it up, your dynamic range kind of shrinks. What it's doing is that if you play really softly, it's gonna bump it up and make it really louder. Likewise, if you play something really loudly and it kind of spikes, it's gonna compress that down so that everything kind of stays a little bit more consistent. Could be nice if you're playing in a band and you just need some more consistent sound. You don't want, it to all of a sudden shoot up. But I kind of think, I don't really like compressor because I feel like that's the point of playing an instrument with a dynamic range, is that you can use it to your advantage. But it's there nonetheless. And when you have it on, the little LED light will tell you how much of it it's using, if it's using it or not. So it is sort of dynamic in use. EQ is a great reason. One of the main reasons why I suggest getting a preamp is that because it gives you the power, it gives you the control, that you don't have to let some sound guy try to mess with your EQ, is that you can fine tune on your own time exactly what you want your violin to sound like, mostly because electric violins, even acoustic electric violins, don't really sound that great without some EQ. So basically, you probably know what EQ is. Like if you turn the lows all the way down, it just sounds really thin. You can really get a nice big mellow sound. I'm gonna turn the reverb on just so because it sounds maybe a little bit much reverb. If you turn the highs all the way up, this gets sort of that biting, edgy sound. So I like the highs just a little bit down. Mids are also nice. And when you turn that down, the violin kind of disappears. So mids are nice. The boost effect is like if you're playing in a band and all of a sudden you have a solo and you need some more volume, you can stomp that. You can also adjust how much boost it gives you. On the side, there's a little control. You can adjust either like 3 decibels or not up to 9 decibels boost. The last option is the low cut, and you can choose to cut from 160 or 80 or 40 and below. And this is kind of like if you're getting a lot of that low rumble, maybe you're getting some feedback through your instrument, or maybe you're getting sort of a lot of that like low end tapping, thumping kind of sound, and you don't want that. 160 is gonna cut everything below that. So that's a nice option for keeping your sound guy happy. On the sides, you basically have your instrument input, and also you have a trim level for setting the initial volume. It's good to kind of play it loudly and see if you're getting any spikes. You'll get sort of some red lights if you're spiking, so you can turn the trim down a little bit. On the other side, you have sort of a bypass option if you don't want to control this, or if you're having problems and you just want the sound guy to have control. You can adjust that there. There's also an XLR output, great. That's sort of what a DI box is. It's bare bones. It doesn't have a power source included in the box, so you'll need either a 9-volt battery or a 9-volt power adapter. Neither are included, so pick one of those up before you go. Again, it's a lot of great features all in one. It has some nice effects. As a violinist, I like some reverb and delay. Those are really nice effects. I'm probably not really going to use the chorus that much, but you might like it. But it's just great to have this EQ and tone control that you can control yourself and not rely on a sound guy who's probably not going to care much about that. He's got bigger fish to fry with making sure the drums have enough microphones on the cymbals, because gotta have enough microphones on the cymbals. Lord knows concert can't go on without that. But no, so you can control all the EQ yourself and obsess about this on your own time. It's a little bit more to carry around, but it's totally worth it if you're playing out a lot in a lot of different venues and you're on the road. It's definitely worth its weight. In gold? Just worth its weight? I don't know. Sure. So if you're interested in picking up the Fishman Tonedeq, you can find it at fiddlershop.com. Thanks for watching.